핸섬 소세지.
The time has come for us to check out Twilight. The more we've been checking out the tracks from 8 album, the more I personally became hyped for Twilight, despite having heard it, right, from Lino
By
singing
Lino,
it
yep.
on Lee Mujin Service. I have a hope that this will be very similar to the version that we heard. And
Yeah.
again, written
Yeah.
by Han. I think I would really love to hear the change in pace, change of mood from this album.
For the album, yes.
Yeah, I'm just talking about
100%,
that flow, and I think this
Yeah.
would be an amazing track.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And we need Han pop. We need
Yeah,
Han
exactly.
pop. Yeah, we need Han
And
pop.
because we heard that jazzy chords everywhere in that short cover, I have very high expectations about it being musically very tasty. So,
Yeah, wonder if it's gonna be like actually including a lot of jazz elements in it.
I'm pretty sure. Like I said, my prediction was that it would have like a drum added on top.
Yeah. More likely like
otherwise-
kind of R&B drum type of
Just
thing
slow,
with
like,
jazz. Unless if they have this like crazy fast tempo change in.
I hope
but,
not.
But it's impossible. I don't feel like yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
So, let's check it out. Talk about it after. 3, 2, 1.
Click. Oh.
Very similar.
Oh.
Dang, the chorus.
Woo! They actually went very jazzy.
Wow.
Yo.
Yo, the tone.
Yo, it's so catchy.
Wow, the chorus.
Yo, I really like it when it says 또다시 밤. Oh!
Wow.
너와의 기억이 깃든 사진
오!
속에 그대는 짙음 미소를 띄운 채 날 바라보고 난 그때의 날 보며 질투 이제 널 이름에 삐끔 영원이라 말하던 니쯤 매 균열이 어긋나 턱 치면 부서질 위험한 감정이 드러내
Did you hear how it went down?
감정이 기울실 수 사랑한다는 맘에 찌질한 원망이 뒤끝 예쁜 해피엔딩은 없을까 이 혼잣말은 끝없이 오고 울면 돌아 식었다
식었다.
우리만 아는 그런 슬픈 기억이 됐다 지웠나 또 생각했지만 네 생각이 나면 어김없이 울다 지쳐 잠이 들고 나서 일어나 보면 하늘은 점을 보내 방에 또다시 밤 하늘에 뜬 별보다 널 찾기 더 힘들더라 푸른 날 가려진 걸까
Wow. Oh, the chord change.
보이지가 않아 꿈속에서라도 너의 흔적이 내게 보일까 싶지만 이미 떠난 너의 발자국은 다 식었다 너와 내 온도는 뜨겁게 타올라 제가 돼버렸나
Han is killing.
적도 없이 검은 잼만 남아 우리만 아는 그런 슬픈 기억이 됐다 지웠나 또 생각했지만 네 생각이 나면 어김없이 울다 지쳐 잠이 들고 나서 일어나 보면 아름다운 공허함이 남겨진 내 방에 또다시 밤
Yo. That ending was very Stray Kids like. You know what I mean? It's unexpected.
Wow.
Somebody give me cigarettes.
This is everything I wanted from this track. This is my
Wow.
favorite track so far.
So it was basically the same thing as we listened from Lino, and it was just like basically the rhythm on top of it. But the thing is, there were a lot of interesting chord
Yeah.
twists. You're supposed to finish minor, but they sometimes twist into major chord. So it's both. In general, it's minor, but sometimes they change the chord like 1 to major. So they actually play around, like they have a lot of borrow chords and they have a lot of like semitone falling down and stuff like that. And it's not very just conventional. You have like repetition of chords. Even the verse 1 and verse 2 sounds totally different. And there's this bridge going completely over of those repetition from like those ideal progressions that we got from the verse and pre-chorus and chorus.
This is a little bit harder for me to catch because it's mostly piano and I'm a guitar based
I'm actually not even gonna touch about the chords. Yeah,
I am gonna try to like play around here just a little bit as we talk. So let's get the other things out of the way first. First of all, Han's vocal tone, everybody's vocal tone, but especially Han's. It was incredible. My favorite Han tone so far. It really reminded me of Car the Garden a little bit. Back in the days when he sang like little by little tracks like that. Of course, Han being Han, it is different, but it really reminded me of Car the Garden a lot. And just the tone, like I just haven't heard this kind of tone from Han, at least from our reactions, not this much.
That's the thing about this album. Like I think we said it last time, they have every single songs with different tones and different styles. How Han started off with this that glide with his like raspy a bit and that airy voice, it just set the mood right away.
You can tell that this is like a Han written song because I think he did the best in this song. But also Bangchan, also Changbin singing and Felix singing, even like comparing it to their other singing tone from other tracks, I think this one was like a standout. And that rap section in the middle was amazing as well. Some guitar licks here and there, changed the pace a little bit, and it just fitted so well with the rap style. And Hyunjin's rap in this album, just killing it. Amazing.
Hyunjin's rap is crazy. I can't get over with it. And I really liked Seungmin's style over here too. When he started with like Shigota. As a producer, to create such a thing that's very catchy and pleasant is the most difficult thing to do. And that Shigota and Todashi Bam, those two, it's like the keywords of everything.
And for me, it's like the falsetto, the nama, like that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So good. Now, of course, one thing about the mixing of this, especially on the vocal side of things, I think compared to other tracks, it is easier to tell where they manipulated the pitches. You can also more easily tell where they cut. I mean, obviously, it's inevitable. Every song, it doesn't matter if you're like the best singer in the world. It's just part of the process. But this song, it is a little bit easier to tell. But that's part of the charm. I don't mind it.
I guess for this one, they might have not chopped that much, because for dance music you really need to chop a lot to make it like perfect. But this one,
it's just
you
like
actually
easier to tell.
Yeah, but this one you actually need a lot of like flow onto it, and especially because it's jazz, you have to become a bit like slimy kind of thing. For Nama, for Seungmin's case, like there's this Nama and there's the one that's coming after. They actually do a crossover. So which is just like explaining what Disum is saying.
Overall, this song has everybody performing at their best, the tone, and I love when Bangchan comes in later and they do like a harmonized version of the section. Love that touch as well. And as they get to like the later parts of the song, they add more prominence to the guitar. It gets a little bit sharper, it gets a little bit more trebly, but then they also kind of make the drum pop a little bit more as well, I think. I like that kind of gradual transition. It's not too sudden like most Stray Kids songs telling a story. And again, like you said, I love Twilight. It's like 또다시 밤.
Yeah.
Night again. Amazing line.
Yes,
love that.
Night again, yeah. It's interesting that they actually use lo-fi type of drum samples, but it doesn't sound like it, because probably it's like some of the snares that they use, like a rim shot kind of thing, were very wet. They actually merged like jazz drum, like which is like hi-hat and stuff like that, with the lo-fi samples. So which was it was very interesting, because I was actually thinking about like putting R&B samples or lo-fi samples would work really well. So they actually would have tried that also, but because I guess it's Stray Kids, they actually merged the real drum type of sound and the lo-fi, which was also interesting for me.
And that lo-fi thing really makes sense because like the way the song ends is with this like vinyl crackling sound effects, like that typical lo-fi sound,
and filtered
which is filtered like piano and all that, which is like lo-fi trope, but you don't feel like it is out of place. It just works.
Obviously it was unexpected, but by the time the song goes over, you have this tendency like, oh shit, I want to listen to this again, but they're not stopping.
Yeah, I like that they drag on a little bit rather than just pop ending, which is like normally the case for this album. They just drag it on because you gotta let people process this. This is a heavier track, and I love that too. So while we were talking, I did like play around a little. I did multitask a little bit. Like Hansi said, there are a lot of like borrowed chords. If it's like a minor key, like they do the major 5 that we talked about a lot. They got this like raised 6 Dorian thing, and again, like Hansi pointed out, they changed the 1 into major as well. If it's a major key though, right? Sometimes, because I feel like they do switch around. I think it's like in B flat major if it's major key. This major 1 thing, right? Because it's if it's minor, it's G minor, and they sometimes go to G7. That to me sounds like it is like a play on this like secondary dominant thing, which is basically like 5 of 2, right? If we have like a song in a key of C, 5 of 2 will be an A major because 2 of C is D and 5 of D is A. Basically becomes like a major 6 chord. One of the functions is to use it to set up the minor 2. With the example of C key, they would go A major and then D minor. And the same thing happens in this song, which was one of my favorite parts, like the 나만 우리만 아는 그런 슬픈 기억이 됐다, like that chord right there. That's what I'm talking about, that chord. And it's just like a transitional kind of thing, but it gives a spice, because if you think about major 6, what major 6 has is a sharp tonic note. So that in itself gives a lot of flavor to the sound. As usual, if you don't get it, it doesn't matter at all. And I might be, I might be wrong. Not responsible.
I spit on my mic.
But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I thought that's a really cool thing that they did. Otherwise, I can't. We need more time to process this one, and I'm not a piano
because
player,
also
so.
it's in jazz, so like theoretically it's something more complicated, and it might be very difficult for us to like quite.
We're not the ones.
We're not the ones
follow
like,
for theories. I always wrote my songs just.
I don't even write things. I don't know what scale is.
You don't write things. You produce things. I guess you produce beat maker. I don't know. But
the one thing I liked while you were talking about the chords is that verse. They started with the 4 and 5 to 1. Whereas in bridge, they go for 6, 5, 1. What I liked about this bridge is that there's difference in the rhythms. More of like ghost drums also that's coming in. Kick placement was different. There's this like emotion that you want to like spit out kind of thing. They're just like because of the chord change and all those like other elements. First 3 chords is very regular, which is 6, 5, 1, and then there's another time it's repeating again with 6, 5, 1, but the one after they actually do a lot of majors and minors with like a lot of bunch of chord changes, and they change it the mood completely. It's not sad, but very sad kind of chord progression. It's very different emotional state from other parts of the song.
The lyrics were definitely by Han, but I know that the composition was with other people. Like it says Restart and 최강해.
최강해. Yeah.
Role played by those two.
Then I guess they.
Still, okay, so that was Twilight by Stray Kids. Definitely one of my, at least, favorite tracks from this album. I might just say this is my favorite, honestly, really. I really, really wanted to hear something like this, and they delivered. So I'm super happy about it. We only have one track
Stray
left,
Kids.
right? One track. Stray Kids. I think they might be dropping the music video.
The music video for it. Yes.
Yeah. So by the time you see this, it probably would have dropped. But so we'll probably check out the music video, right? That makes more sense to me. So we'll just check out the music video. We really don't want to let go of this album because it's just such a precious album for us right now. Like the timing of it, like just the way we follow Stray Kids over the years, and it just feels really special to be on time and really just kind of count down to the release and all that. So yeah, hopefully there's more, but if not, we'll try to find something. Maybe we can do like a comprehensive album review, whatever it might be. We'll come back with that. So look forward to it. Stick around, and I guess we'll see you in the next video.
Next night.
Bye
bye. Shigota.
Where Chan,
Alexa Souls.
Gabriel Agnes,
Wari Wari.
Lucy Rudolfova,
Nerin.
May My May,
S.
K,
Eve Husu.
Yu, Topia,
China XOL.
Christian Marilyn Liblick,
Kaya Lillavold.
Jirason,
And me.
Kazuki 27,
Sakura.
Sis Ray,
Kajiri.